Yeah, dude, where's my Death Star? Part 2. We did that for when Stitch stole it. So we won't be doing that one. This one, I've got two different scripts for the same idea. I've got one that's going to be more for my channel, and then I've got one that's for the main channel, which includes just written differently. Pretty much the same premise, though. This isn't where I parked my car. Good morning, Stephen. How goes it? How are you doing? So, hey, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Acme day. It is almost 2 o'clock in the morning. My sleep schedule is all kinds of wonky, and I want to film this, even though I don't have Chris's parts. Chris filmed the other day, but it hasn't been uploaded yet. He will probably upload tomorrow at some point, so I don't have to worry about editing. But we had to modify some of the script. We had to modify one particular line and modify one line because originally we were looking at it, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to model a couple lines, and then Chris would have to refilm pretty much his entire side, and like I don't want to do that. So I've got 3 different versions of the line for my line that should take care of it. And the thing was that we forgot that Gru's version of a shrink ray isn't that great. The larger the item is, the less likely it will stay shrunk, and it will eventually return to its natural size. It just takes some time. Where the Zelensky shrink ray has the same cartoony physics, where it shrinks and everything, including its mass, technically shrinks. And it's not like you don't have an adult person that still weighs 200 pounds, 190 pounds, whatever, or a moon that weighs an ungodly amount. It's proportional to its size. What's up? How you doing? I think I'm the true crime overlord. He's gonna regret it. So the good thing about my version of the script, I have to do all the way through. Not sure if that's gonna happen. But the version of the script that will be for the main channel, I get to cut almost every single one of my lines. I get to film it, done, and that's the one I'm going to do first. Because that's easier to film. Hey, DJ, how goes it? Okla. No, that's not an O. That's a Q. Hi from Germany. I look at that and I go, I don't do the Q's in Germany. Quadaculi? No. Cool. Kudakuli? I don't know. Furikuri? Immediately just started thinking of Furikuri. Oh, did you guys hear that the studio that made Fooly Cooley and Gurren Lagann and all that went under? It's no longer a thing anymore. Isn't that sad? Like one of the studios that brought some of the most popular, a few of the most popular anime, no longer in business. They're gone. Kuri? Something like that? Wish that was real. So I'm gonna get this set up here, and then we're gonna go diving into recording. And I'll read the script to you after the fact. I basically needed somebody to help me be productive today. And this time it's set to 3. So hopefully we'll do a test run and make sure my sound doesn't sound like shit, which is part of the reason why on my channel I did a script most recently of, what was it? The Winchester one, right? And we changed it, and the quality of audio is massively different. So I already know that I'm good. Let's get this set up here. There we go. We'll have to move that mic just a smidge out of the way, move me over a little bit. And I'm wearing the shirt. Productive? What is productive? I work retail. You should do Pennywise versus Pinhead. I don't know about that one. Did I leave my tea? I get all set up and I forgot my tea. Should have been. What? I swore. I have a music area next to my workout area. And I took my tea and set it down over there because I had to turn off the music if I was going to go live. One of the things I want to do, and I'm going to probably do it a little at a time now that I've got the music set up to where I can listen to it, I'm going to save up for the music devices that I want. I want an audio receiver, but it's going to probably be from like the 1970s. 1960s or something. One of those old school that had lights, and I would like to get a wave frequencer so I can frequencer and better speakers and everything. I'm going to slowly upgrade my system. What I have now works, so I'm in no rush to get this stuff. I'm going to get it at prices that I feel comfortable with paying. So that means I get to save up for this stuff. And no, I don't want them for my birthday or anything. Although I will say, this is probably to Steven because anyone in the UK, you guys have some amazing, really old and in good condition UK and Canada stereo receivers, and the amount it costs for shipping is fucking nuts. I saw one and I was like, that's not too pricey after the exchange rate. The shipping, like half the price I was about to pay, so it would have been like $150 US. And 100 of that was shipping. And then of course taxes bumped it up, and then tariff bumped it up to like 200 and something, and I was like, never mind, because tariffs are a thing. Thank you. Hello, friends of Villain Sport. How you doing, Nico? All right, let's get back to it here. The beauty of this take is that I do not have to worry about doing anything but getting the first line right, then move on to the next line. Pardon me. Apparently, I'm going to burp on the camera. All right, whatever. Oh, damn. I just totally spaced the line. It just went right out my head. It was just. I'm just going to do this. Apparently, it's not going to let me. Let's make it so I have this in two different areas here. What the hell? Why won't you? What the heck? There. Oh, nope. Don't want to write. No, stop that. Go away. There we go. Good fight. I don't know what good. I follow since 1 year on YouTube and now find out you're also on Twitch. Yeah. I've been on Twitch the whole time too, probably. Used to be half as much. Yeah, true. Yeah. Used to be affordable. But yeah, it's trying to get an audio receiver at a decent price has been kind of a bitch. Not that I should be spending my money on that anyways, but it's nice to look, you know? I was like, should I go ahead and do that? I kind of want to do that. All right, now that I've washed my face out with light. Come on, stop doing that. YouTube is better. Currently, yeah, it's actually set up better. But let's get right into this. Let's go ahead and do this line. Go ahead and get a good take, and then we can go to the next one. 3, 2, 1. Groot, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't mean you have to go around trying to shrink and steal other moons. Flying around. Firing green lasers inside your car? Groot, that's no moon. That was 23 seconds, but a good portion of that. So that's too long. We had it down to 18 seconds, and that was good. So I gotta do that again. Groot, just because Groot, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't. Anyone else think I sound a little high pitched today? Groot, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't mean you start going around and trying to shrink and steal other moons. Flying around. Firing green lasers inside your car? Groot, that's not a moon. I didn't like that take. I'm scrapping that one. Groot, just because you couldn't steal Earth's Groot, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't mean that you go around shrinking and stealing other people's moons. No, I don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. I need to keep true to the line. The way we wrote it is actually really good. Groot, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't mean you go around trying to shrink and steal other moons. Flying around. Firing green lasers inside of your car? Groot, that's no moon. I like that. Although my ear kept going. I think my hearing is starting to heal. About 4 seconds less. That makes it around 19, 20 seconds. Outside of the weird my focus on my phone keeps shifting its lighting constantly. It shouldn't be doing that. First of all, I'll smooth this off. No, that's not what I want either. So this is an issue because I can't seem to get the yeah, none of that's what I want. Shit. Did he smooth? He shrunk the thing. The game sucks. Not really a game at all. You have one-dimensional characters. You have a lackluster set of writing. Overall, I absolutely despise the game. It should have never been up for an award. It should have never. The only reason it's succeeding is because it looks like a Telltale game, and people latched on to that and the hero aspect. They hit a niche when the niche was empty. That is the only reason they succeeded. Beyond the fact that they threw a shit ton of money at marketing, because think about how much marketing went into that game, how much you were hearing about the game, what YouTubers were part of it, what voice actors were part of it before it was ever released. Let's face it, if they did a normal amount of marketing without the big wig name YouTubers, which none of them even Jack didn't really do that great of a job. It was still Jack. None of them did a great job. No one did a fantastic job in that voice acting. I did not like it. And for the record, I did go and watch the stuff, or at least I watched as much as I could. The game is absolute shit. People have the compilations of it. It's a crappy game. It glorifies fetishes and SA and a bunch of other stuff. Not a fan of it. I apologize if you like it. You're allowed to like it. And I'm allowed to hate it. I am so glad I didn't win a single fucking award. I guess technically it won one, but do not play Dispatch. We were talking about Dispatch. I was shitting on that game. You're all good, man. So if I turn those lights off, this thing doesn't have as much trouble. I'm going to do that line one more time, just so we see what the camera likes. Gru, just because you can steal Earth's moon doesn't mean you go around trying to shrink and steal other moons. Flying around? Firing green lasers inside of your car? Gru, that's no moon. I like that one. And that was like 18, 19 seconds. That's the perfect one. That's the one we're going to go with. Why are you doing that? What is the... Why are you... What is going on with that? Okay, hold on. You'll see a lock on the circle. No framing. I don't want smoothness. How do I lock the exposure? Because that's what's happening. My exposure is flickering, and it keeps fucking my stuff up. And it should have never been a game. Why am I getting force choke? There's no accounting for taste or their lack thereof. Did you like Dispatch, Steven? Why are you... If I turn off auto frames per second, fix my lighting, and we manually adjust the exposure, We leave it so it's manually adjusted. That's not bad lighting. Now, are you going to auto adjust on me? Because that was a good fucking take, and it screwed with it. Don't screw with my take again. Gru, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't mean you go around trying to shrink and steal other moons. Flying around. Shooting green lasers inside of your car? Gru, that's not a moon. See if that did that. It's not it's still doing it. It's still fucking auto exposure shit, and it's not supposed to be. Fuck, no, it sucks. Yeah, thank you. I would like to say it's better than what it was. Let me lock the exposure. You will not let me lock. Hold on. That's 20. Lock. Select video mode, tap and hold on your subject until a yellow box appears. Ah, okay. I have to do this every fucking time? Really? There. Okay. What's this look like when we do this? That's good. All right, that looks similar to Chris's lighting. Or at least, hopefully, it's close enough. 3, 2, 1. Gru, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't mean you go around shrinking and stealing other moons. Flying around? Shooting green lasers inside of your car? Gru, that is no moon. Fixed it. Yeah, you kind of go swipe, butt press, and button press, button press. It is. If you try to watch that show instead of like, if you watch the animation, it's still just as crappy. As a game, they salvaged it because they forced your interaction. And people called it good. It's not good. It sucks. It's absolutely atrocious. Not a good game. So we're going to go. Hey, John, I think I know where the Death Star is. Hey, John, I think I know where the Death Star is. We'll pause. Oh shit. Do I have to do the lighting thing every single time? God damn it. Every time. Hey. Hey, John, I think I know where the Death Star is. And then This is the line I have to do 3 different ways. This next line is the line I have to do 3 fucking different ways. So, this is where I'm gonna pop back open my note here, and we're going to effectively I'm gonna kind of go over the line with you guys in a minute. And we're going to choose together which line you guys think is best. In editing, I will probably also do that. Okay. Give me a minute. All right. So here's how this goes. We know that Gru's tech is not good enough to actually do this. So we have the first line. Gru, just because you couldn't steal Earth's moon doesn't mean you have to go around trying to shrink and steal other moons. Flying around. Firing green lasers inside your car? Gru, that's no moon. Scene change to John. Palpatine, when you say the Death Star is gone, do you mean missing gone or blown up gone? How do you not know? I mean, we just rebuilt the damn thing after the 626 incident. After it was taken on the joyride by Darth Cute and Fluffy. Yeah, I'll check and see if Stitch has it. Hey, John, I think I know where the Death Star is. Where is it? This is line 1. Gru has in his car. Shrink ray, it's... Gru, what was that sound? This is not addressing the elephant in the room, which is his shrink ray tech. It is just living with it and letting people say whatever they want to say. It's honestly the worst line because it's not acknowledging the fact that Gru doesn't have the correct tech. People are going to point out, so on and so forth, right? It's a plot hole error. Because of the rest of the script goes, hey, we can't track it. So changing up that line, we go, Gru has in his car. He stole the Zelensky shrink ray. Gru, what was that sound? Now, I like, oh, hey, you have a good day. I like that line the best. But who here knows the name Zelensky without having to do Google? Because that's the current problem, is that we have to now explain, yeah, Debbie, I asked Facebook pretty late, and a good portion of people don't remember the name. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Wayne Selinsky, the guy who invented the shrink ray. Yeah. So, hence that issue. So, the next line makes it more clear. So I'm talking to Gru has in his car. He decided to take a pit stop before stealing the moon at the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids universe and nicked the Zelensky. Gru, what was that sound? See, that line makes it sound as if he stole the moon in the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids universe, which is not what he did. The guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah. But that's the problem, is that we have a mixed bag of like people not knowing what that's from. They don't know the name, they don't recognize it, and they go, huh, you kind of lose some, you're going to lose some people because they're confused now. They don't know what's going on. And I didn't want this to be an over exaggeration. I think this next line is the best line that incorporates explaining it while keeping it a little bit shorter. Gru has in his car. He upgraded his shrink ray with tech from the Honey I Shrunk the Kids universe. Hold on. Gru, what was that sound? That is a much shorter, condensed line. It's a bit longer than my original, but not by too much. It's a couple extra words, effectively. So, I'm looking at this now. I'm looking at it more and more. I don't think I need to do 3 different takes. I think Solinsky. Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with the and see, people are going to point that out, which means, hey, when did this take place? I agree. The hey, Iron Luigi, how are you doing? I think the last one is the best one. So that's the one I'm going to go with. Because then I don't have to re-record like a bunch of takes. I just re-record that one, and we get the best version of that. Gru has it in his car. Gru has it in his car. He upgraded his shrink ray. Gru has it in his car. He upgraded his shrink ray from the Honey I Shrunk the Kids universe. Gru, what was that sound? He can't see me do the finger thing. Damn it. Okay. Gru has it in his car. He upgraded his shrink ray tech from the Honey I Shrunk the Kids universe. Gru, what was that sound? We have a scene change because John goes, what? Well motion. So then we'll copy this line because this is a longer line again. Filming during the day is better because I get just enough natural lighting that my autofocus doesn't go really bad, but it also looks better. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, that's because hyperspace bubbles don't like sharing personal space. Oh, no. You shrank the Death Star and left it in your car. That's on you. Oh, I wasn't supposed to hang up. He needs to hang up. Shit. Fuck that one up. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's because I don't like that. The yeah just kind of ruins it. I think if we go let him do the well, yeah, that's because hyperspace bubbles don't like sharing personal space. No. You shrank the Death Star and left it in your car. That's on you. And then that's a good take. I like that take. That feels good. We're gonna take a look at it. Go move. I love recording these because then like we feel that needs to change. And then we get the he hung up on me. No, don't do that. He hung up on me. Let's take off the headset. Let's take the headset. He hung up on me. And then oh yeah, and he doesn't have the oh yeah, he doesn't have the Death Star anymore. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the Death Star. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the Death Star anymore. He got away. Hyperspace. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the. Oh yeah, he doesn't have the Death Star anymore. It went to hyperspace in his car. Let's check the thing. I don't know. Ping pong ball size, roughly. And yeah, ping pong ball size, roughly. And then hung up and has to deal with not being crushed. Can you English today? Actors do that a lot also because of the voicing. It's getting things to work correctly. Mechanic told Gru he needed a new auto choke, so he trapped Mini Vader in the engine. Mechanic told Gru he needed an auto choke, so he decided to trap Vader in an engine. You can thank Stephen Lockey for that joke, by the way. I need to be able to record. That's a good one. I like that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's American so rarely. Oh, give credit where credit is due on that. Honestly, I hate that we explain the whole like shrink ray thing. Like that's honestly not necessary. We could cut this whole shrink ray cartoon physics. This is a logical fallacy that does not need to be in the script. Most people are not going to think. Most people are not going to think about about the shrink ray stuff of how is Gru alive right now. Something with the Death Star's mass, no matter how small it is, going into hyperspace is going to take out an area the size of the Earth's moon. Most people, 90% of people, are not thinking about that. They're not. Most people are not going to put, like, you're going to have a handful of people. You're going to have a handful of people out of everyone that watches it. Most people are just going to watch it and laugh at it. This entire thing, these two lines are honestly not necessary. I'm still going to record it. And when I go to edit it and look at it, I might make the executive decision to pull it out. But most people do not give a shit about the physics. They just go, oh, shrink ray. Because otherwise, they would have been bitching about every movie that uses a shrink ray. The first movie had a shrink ray. Yeah, exactly. But, you know. Shrink ray, but cartoon physics apply here. Just destroyed his car. So, yeah, probably going to be faster to rebuild it than to expect them to ever show up because 3, 2, 1. Think cartoon physics shrink ray cartoon physics effectively. It just destroyed his car. So yeah, probably going to be faster just to rebuild it than expect them to show up anytime soon or ever for that matter. But that's not the worst part for us at least. Um I don't care about logic because funny most people. Yeah, like I said, there's a handful of people who will do that and they'll latch onto it, but most people aren't. And honestly, it detracts from the skit more than what I care for. He does Palpatine, if memory serves. You have that Palpatine does have. Oh yeah, Palpatine. Yeah. We're gonna do that. All right. Apparently, I stopped recording that one. Oh yeah, Palpatine has full theft coverage, and then through us. Like Levi's just very nonchalant at this point. He's just waiting for it to click. The Empire's credit score sucks, John. We're gonna have to cover everything. The Empire credit score sucks, John. We have to foot everything. The Empire's credit score sucks. After what? 4, 5 Death Stars? After the 4 or 5 Death Stars going poof, the Empire's credit score sucks. The Empire's credit score sucks, John. We're going to have to foot everything. I've got at least one of those takes that works. He has me shrugging. And no one else will give them coverage. Fuck. All right. So that's that take. Fert went on and explained in a bad explanation, like PIM particles. And honestly, the cartoon physics is not a great explanation. It is shoving it under with a very passe explanation. Because I have to correct the thing earlier on about that. I honestly, if we just go Selinsky Wayne Tech, if you remember the movies, nothing that they did affected it. Remember when the car exploded or whatever, and it was a poof. That's it. That should be enough. That's cool. We had somebody message us on Facebook. I saw the messages about like wanting to have us hire this one guy that does AI music that they know. I decided not to say anything, but this is what I'm gonna say. I want to do music on this channel. I do, and a bunch of other stuff. For those of you that are here that may not know, I believe AI is a tool, but it has no space in creative workspaces. I don't even care what you use it for anymore. I personally do not like it after doing the research thoroughly, short of figuring out a production schedule and that kind of thing. It doesn't deserve it. You should not be using it and inputting your script in it at all. You are feeding the algorithm. You are giving your script away. You are, every time you upload a script to that for any type of editing, for any type of feedback, for any way to make the script better, quote unquote, without talking to humans or just figuring it out yourself, which you would compute faster than Chat GPT could. They now have the right to that script. They own a universal license to it. You can use it for productive reasons. No, AI should not be used in the creative spaces at all, to be honest. After researching it and everything, it should not be used in the creative spaces for creative things. That is a specific thing. Now, that's not to say that you can't use it for productivity. Help me make a schedule to do right to for writing and so on and so forth. There are ways to use it and branch it and manage the things that some people, especially creatives, have trouble managing. Have you help it manage your social media channel without touching the creative aspect of it? Have it help you manage a schedule? Have you help you manage things that are the exact reason why we want AI to be built? The tiny things that we become my manager and send out these emails that I don't want to create to people so that I can take a look at it. Well, then they get a bunch of AI generated things. You need to be personalized down the road. You could do that, and I've been tempted, but I don't want to run this computer on it because there's been things happening with people's computers where the AI is sending information without permission. It is quite literally killing computers and things like that. Now, there's one from China that's really well. They not OpenAI, but like a whale something from China or whatever. They pretty much just went, "Hey, here's this code for AI. Do what you want with it." It was really cool. That's not even AI. For the record, that's not even AI. It is now, but it wasn't back in the day. That wasn't that wasn't a large language learning model. That was like a specific model designed to be like predictive text, which is what ChatGPT effectively is. And I know when people are using AI because they have an unnatural pause in the conversation of let me think about it for a second, and 20 seconds later, about 20 to 30 seconds later, they come back with something, and I'm like, you just used AI. And I don't like it when somebody plugs my script in if I want feedback and puts it into AI. I don't like that. I don't care who you are. I don't like it. Take the time to learn the skill because then you can develop that skill and become faster at it. Aged out, I'll never use AI. I will say this, there is a reason for AI. Like I said, it's a tool. Finding its use can take time. That's still a learning language model, by the way. All AI is a learning language model. It's just a larger one with more complicated code. Yeah. There's entire channels on YouTube that are getting wiped out that are complaining on like the Reddits. And they're like, well, what did you do? You can go talk to YouTube about getting back. And then somebody goes and finds out what their YouTube channel was. And it was like, all you created was AI slop. That's the reason why YouTube deleted your channel. And I'm just like, yeah, well, don't use AI. We had somebody say, I fucking hated it. Somebody pointed out that one of the videos that we had that Chris did the voicing with and modified his voice with a tool that existed before AI. So his voice changed the timbre and that kind of stuff. And he did this when when he was sick. So I was like, this is a good use of AI for AI voices. This is a good blah blah. I'm like, the AI didn't touch this. I know AI didn't touch this. AI was not used in this. I helped write the script. AI didn't touch it. Well, at least as far as I know, AI didn't touch it. So I have become very outspoken about AI as of late. Just the more and more I learn about it, it just rubs me wrong with the way it's going. I was so excited for it too. If you guys been on the channel long enough, you know that I was so excited for it. I was excited about where it was going, how it could have helped in different scenarios. And there is not an ethical version of AI that exists. Now, if they could make it so that you retain all your copyright, you train the model on your thing, and you retain everything for it, and then on top of it, it didn't hurt or pollute the planet in any way, then how you use it is up to you. As long as you also disclose how much of it you decided to have it do. And that's the thing I have a problem with. Is that right now we don't have the disclosure. We do not have the protections, and it's not copyright. So you can actually, there's a way to actually like basically turn off Google's AI stuff, and you can go to like places like DuckDuckGo. If you really want to avoid AI, go to DuckDuckGo for your searching from now on. They do use AI, but not in the sense that Google does. And that's what I'm saying. There is an area for it, but you should never be feeding it any of your creative works. You should be using it for production reasons. You should be using it for the things that it can be used for. And my heat just went out. I wonder why I was getting cold. Hold on. Do I not have any? It looks like there's still fuel in there. Heat's not out, but the fuel is pretty much gone. I do not have the patience to fill that up. Well, before it just burns out completely. Let's turn it off. We'll turn on the other one. That does mean we have one more script that we can film. So here's the question. This shirt I can use on any channel I want. It's whatever. And I do it in other things. Here's the question I have. On my personal channel, I don't have a way to sell this shirt. I would have to link it to the other one, right? And I have a new script, and I'm going to read you guys the script. I'm going to tell, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. You guys heard the other one where it's back and forth between me and John. This is for my channel. It cuts John out of it entirely, which is not as fun. And I handle effectively both roles because it's the only way for us to get effectively the same joke across, but a little bit better. I also changed some of the things on it. I've added some jokes, the way I talk to Palpatine and stuff. So I'm going to read the script to you. And now I want you guys to tell me what you think before I even bother filming it, probably tomorrow. Because now that it's gotten colder and it's going to just get colder and colder, I don't feel like recording. And I probably should change my shirt too. Gru, I'm sorry, but did you just say a moon blew up your car? Ring, ring. 1 minute, Gru. I have an emergency call coming in. What's got your knickers in a twist today, Palpatine? When you say the Death Star is gone, do you mean missing gone or blown up gone? How do you not know? We just updated its tracker. Short of it being the size of a tennis ball, I need to put you on hold for 1 minute, Wrinkletine. Basically changing the lines. Gru, did you steal the Death Star? Where is it, Gru? It got away! Where did it fly off to? That would be a hyperspace bubble. Did you at least put a new tracker on it? Of course not. No. How are you going to ransom a thing you don't even have? You should just be glad you weren't in the damn car when it blew up. And for the record, this isn't covered. Oh, right. I left Twice Baked on hold. Hey, Papa Swine. So good news. I figured out what happened to your Death Star. It was moonjacked. How? Well, Gru shrunk it and took it. Yeah, that's the good news. The bad is he used Zelensky tech to shrink it and then lost it because it blew up his car and flew off. Yeah, maybe in a few million years. It's far, far, far away right now. Bullshit, you got coverage for this. There's no freaking way. Through us? Fine. What's your number? C0M3 707H3 B42K 51D3. Is your number just come to the dark side? We have cookies in Leet. Of course it is. Okay, I got it pulled. Holy hell. You, Mr. So Cheap, you want to pay for exhaust port coverage, got the full planetary mobile battle station insurance? No, wait. This would put us on the hook to pay you and build it at cost. And it was a loan? Are you... who would even loan you that kind of money? With your track record... Why are you laughing, Palpatine? No. No way we would have lent you that kind of... son of a Vader! That's the point, is that, like, he got full coverage, so it covers all acts of all kinds. Kind of. I mean, like, Canva has got a lot of AI in it now, so you kind of, like, it's a hit and miss thing. We redesigned, like, the new logo, in transparency. The new logo is a design that Chris kind of liked from an AI design and asked an artist to refine and make better. And then the Member Solutions new design is completely redone by an artist without AI ever touching it. Because it was Hero Support Member Solutions. But I like this script quite a lot more, if I'm to be honest. It heightens really well. We have kind of a hump there in the middle. When, you know, between the switching between calls, I keep throwing out stand-up comedy type jokes because that's the type of comedy I like the most of. We get a joke that would be on screen, by the way. When I do the C0M37077H3D42K and then pause, you'll see that on screen, 51D3WE. You'll see those numbers appear on the screen when I go to edit. And then I just go, is your number just come to the dark side? We have cookies and leet. I love that joke. Yeah, and see, this is cutting out the fact that John exists on my, because John does, like, I don't have a part for John on my channel. I would have to at some point figure out a whole new lore set for my channel. I'm not doing that. This is an alternate version period that just kind of cuts it out and lets me have fun with this. It's kind of like what John and I did. We were separate and did our own thing for a while. But I got upset due to comments that were made on the original script that we clarified later on, which is a misunderstanding between me and Chris. And during that, like, depressive set of being upset and depressed and everything, I made this new script, and then I fine-tuned it. And after looking at it, I was like, God, I make some good shit when I'm pissed or depressed. Like, it's good. I like it. Oh, there's a lot of programs like that. First of all, you can just, like, grab stuff. But you mean like Canva that has it all in it. My suggestion, just look up programs that were like Canva, that were like offline programs that would have had those resources in them from before 2021. Basically, if you download a program from before 2021, don't install any updates, you're pretty much guaranteed to get nothing that was created with AI. And it's perfectly serviceable. Outside of that, what you would have to do is find the resources online and then do your own editing on them using apps like GIMP, G-I-M-P. Look up G-I-M-P. It's an editing app similar to like Photoshop, Canva, and that kind of stuff. The only difference is that, like, it doesn't have the resources that Canva has. You'd have to manually look up those resources. You want little sparkly things, you have to look up how to create them. But the benefit to learning how to do that is that it becomes easier and easier to do that. That's one of the reasons why I like editing my own thumbnails, And over time, I went from using AI to not liking it because it wasn't getting what I needed, to just learning how to crop and move things and edit and take down saturation and stuff like that. I figured out how to do it myself. And I've gotten better at it. But again, it's another skill I was learning on top of like 20 other skills I've been trying to learn. And it's not great to like try to learn a bunch of skills all at once. Like that, because it takes longer to learn each skill, and sometimes you might not be able to learn it as good as you could have if you just focused on learning like photography and learning lighting in photography for a subsection of time, got that down, and then you move on to the next thing. That's why school is built the way it is, where you learn this subject, this subject, this subject, this subject, and then inside those subjects, you learn this lesson, this lesson, this lesson, this lesson. After this lesson is done, you've got some time, you do some review. Now you moved on, it's locked in your brain. Move forward and move forward and move forward. But when you're doing self-learning, you can spiral out of control. Hold on. 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 Man, I need a new plugin for my GIMP. I'm sorry. The fuck did you just say? GIMP. My editing software thing. Yeah, I fucking bet. Look, man, I came over here for a gaming session, not whatever session you have in mind. Dude, that's not. Damn. My mind went blank, so I don't have another. Love being here to rehearse. Oh, I recorded it. At least I recorded that version. I'm gonna wait until the morning when it's a little bit warmer to record my version for my channel, because the temperature in here is going down and the heater's on. So I have a limited amount of time to relax, listen to some quiet, maybe play a little bit of game before I also have to do things like go to sketch class. Although I don't really participate in it. I kind of feel bad about that. Like at a certain point, like I've got books now, and I've been sitting every night. I'll read a page or two, trying to get my brain to like accept reading it. The good thing is, like, once my brain accepts reading it 100%, I will fucking whiz through that book. But it's much easier. I'm retaining it a lot better. You've never broken a bone, Silver. She was a little Welsh lady, said that just as the music went quiet, so everyone heard as well. Really happened. If I make that into a skit, like I just recorded that. I really did. If I go and edit that, and go to post it, I will tag you. But it'll be on my channels. It wouldn't be on Villain Sport. That's not a skit that would probably go on Villain Sport. First of all, it won't make any money on TikTok. So, yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that new one. Another skit I'm gonna have fun with. I don't have any editing to do. I don't have anything else to do now. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up. And then for those that don't know, whenever I do something like this, it's going to get deleted off the main channels. It'll exist on Twitch. There's no reason for me to delete it off of Twitch right now. It'll self-delete after a couple weeks. Maybe I'll get rid of it. I don't know. I bitched about things that probably shouldn't have bitched about. Maybe I'll just get rid of all of it. Bitched about AI because it got brought up. Gotta stop doing that. And then I bitched about dispatch. Nah, let's get rid of it. So I'm gonna delete this one. Oh well. I want to thank you guys for joining, though. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, body, and spirit, harmony, among others. Remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. We will probably be live later tonight, more than likely. Until then, till the winds blow your sails, I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, body, and spirit, harmony, among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way again. Have an Acme day. Have an Acme day. Spark the have an Acme day. We're going to check. We build to your account. Have an Acme day. Remember, have an Acme day simply means they're the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.